So, for this one here, I kind of want to demonstrate the kind of what most people settle on for like the first thing, the producer, which is going to be the Reaper set. And the reason why is poison's very strong against enemies that live a long time, and Reaper triples your poison amount. A bit of a downside with this character, spells and inventory automatic craft when entering new rooms. If they can be crafted, so that can be bad, because some stuff you don't always want to craft, like you want to have multiple fuses for volley, or poison themselves. Poison gives you more damage per spell than upgrading. Upgrading just gives you more slots, but it takes 3 poison on their own will apply 3 poison ticks. But if you upgrade it, level 2 poison only gives 2 poison. And then we are, once again, on our regular save this time. We have everything unlocked and everything upgraded. Just want to see here. Same thing, I still have my pathways and shortcuts off. You shouldn't need them. And then what we're also going to do, I think poison's very forgiving. We're going to be very conservative with our bans. So I think I've already gone through and pretty much got rid of, yeah, the essential stuff I'd want to get rid of, which are our summons. Actually, we can leave. I don't care for summons. But for stuff like we're never going to use, like we're not going to use the boundary stones, we're not going to use mana converter because we're not using a split wand. And then like resonance and wand spirit would probably be the other ones. Like there is like the main problem with summons is if I want to use summons, I have to use Indomitable. So it's just my rares. Because I'm trying to think, is the thing I want to demonstrate with this. It's not a good because we're very much pigeonholed into needing... We're very incentivized to do poison. So we can leave epics. Be rares is probably where I want to hit the most stuff. So let's get rid of the... Like, the boundary stones are actively useless. So then... Picking everything out where I don't have a million bans. Okay. Get rid of the summons. Then we get 3 more. Get rid of water bubble just because it takes up lots of space. Same with twine. You can do things with twine. It is a decent spell multiplier payload kind of setup, but it takes up 2 spaces. Which means they just take up a lot of space when they're sitting in my inventory. And then I'll get rid of fusion summon out of 1 epic. So we'll just go very basic. So we've unlocked everything. We're at the point in the game, let's say, where we're just trying to do meta progression. So realistically, we would have turned all these hearts into blood crystal, used the blood crystal to try and upgrade some characters, and we'd only have this to spend with. Let's assume we have no progression, so we're just using our free bans. Alright. And let's get a relic, try to get some economy. Unlike where we're on the optimized save, we do have a lot more variance in what we're going to get for spells. But that's not as much of a problem with the Reaper set, because all we need to do is get more poison and hit faster. We do not need damage with this character. So where I can't guarantee where it's a lot harder to guarantee I'm going to have absurd amounts of damage I need time to ramp, we're going to take 4-leaf clover for the chance to dodge. That will usually helps a lot once you get to the producer. If you can get a couple levels on it, and you get that and the immunity. That's a weird slime guy. All damage by... That's fine, all our damage is off poison. Still want to get HP for a Scarlet Room. Also, definitely want to get our track spell as always. Especially with this character, whenever we do get... I think the ideal is Lightning Orb. I believe Lightning Orb has the fastest tick rate for any spell. But like Serpent works as well. That way, you can just leave it on them, but you can see there, like, it doesn't take long for the poison to scale very high. But like I said, we're using this character for kind of the worst case scenario because they are the most forgiving. And I kind of wanted to see how dumb Poison gets now with the optimization changes. Because that was usually your main issue of doing a Poison build. It was very easy to just shoot too many spells. And then you were just lagging them all away. No, I actually got diamond. So we always take a Venom Crystal and then Duration. So now we apply 2 stacks of poison, which becomes 6 stacks of poison. Yeah, like... need very little to make this character powerful. We'll take the dagger just because it has the reduced MP cost. The other spells on it are nice to have. Also up our duration because we have the room. Regen's a little rough. This is probably the character that cares about doing volley stacking the least. Like, it's good. Probably more relevant now, where it's I'm not as worried about potentially crashing the game. Demonstrating why we definitely want to get track. We'll hold on a potion in case we get a thing that... Item in the shop for free is not the worst. So, like, I never go to shops early, so we'll just take passive healing. We do a lot of damage, it just takes a little bit to ramp up. We have lots of health. Let's keep looking for economy. Economy's a lot more relevant on these low ban runs. Just because there's more Drunk in the Pools, which means we are re-rolling more. Grab Seed of Greed. Where we have the relic that heals us, like, it'll fill up over a couple rooms anyway. It's probably fine. Yeah, most of the stuff from the Merlin set. We'll take some money. Yeah, this one has like a good cast interval, so it doesn't make a big difference. Is the annoying thing about some of the... It's mainly an issue in World 1, where there are enemies that are actually poison immune. One of them, I think, being a boss. Kind of annoying. But... take our time through the forest. Hope for some good stuff. Don't care. Like, one of the... in theory, energy saving could be good, because I don't care about my damage that much, but the duration is the problem on it. Here, a reservoir, because I have one, and a magic bullet, because it's a good spell. I don't know if there's, like, a logic to these. I also forget how and if chain lightning works with kind of works. Oh, lots of early curses. It's fine, we have lots of MP. Laser drops our cast interval, and then Bloom is just nice to have. I'd rather have Bloom than max mana. I should take HP. One of the things, like, if I don't take HP, I'm gonna get like a really good Scarlet Room and then have to play the start of the next area very risky. We can get a lot of... I guess we'll get a lot of max MP, so this will work out. Okay, we got the Dave boss. This is a boss I'm concerned about with this build because he does get like an invul phase. Doesn't have the health, but like mechanically this should be an area 2 boss, I feel like. Well, you actually get to see his mechanics for once. Yeah, poison puts in work. These are both terrible, because that's a Wand Spirit Wand. Take Life Crystal, because it's decent for storage, which is relevant on this character. Okay. All very good. Downside, we have 1 HP now. Do you got multicast? You don't have multicast. Oh, that's better. So those once I have more health, this is a bit of a risky play. Unfortunately, we did get our seed agreed, so we are healing between doors. Go relics. Okay, we got 20 HP. Good dodge. Pandora's box is good. So we got a lot of reforging. Okay, rock and roll is bad. I think I am going to switch to the laser. I don't need money. I do need spells. It's stuck on the bench. Okay, I don't think this is actually better due to how multi-hit works, but it's worse damage. It feels more usable. Just because it's faster. Side room's good. Remember, I do have the things every room. Take double precise because there's 2 of them. Just random rares. Pandora also helps a lot where we have a lot of re-rolling we want to do. Side room first. These hurt me, don't they? Yep. It's like one of the few times a summon is relevant. Because the summons will get teleported by them. I don't have enough health to really mess with that. Let's see what I get here. Go with this to help with cleanup. We'll take gold. Shop is probably the smarter pick. Early game's just rough with this character. I don't have the HP to really spend on that. I don't need the total health, but I just need the base health to not die horribly. Stuck in the wall. Not the best. Gotta remember, I have to check these every room. The main annoyance with Pandora's box is remembering to check it. Oh god. I got very lucky there. Potions is good. Yeah, they are immune to poison while they're down. Okay. Iframes and dodge is like the ideal combo for surviving. Okay, so if it rolls into something that it can upgrade, it upgrades it immediately. Good to know. I mean, in that case, I don't have a rare. Actually, no, I do. I can just roll strong traction and try to get a track out of it. Let's get more crit. And get relics, because I don't have anything good for economy. Wonder how that works with spell prototypes. Slow. To be fair, I made a greedy play in the curse room. Take spell options. Save my keys. It's a decent rare to like use for room clearing, but need a track or an auto nav. Okay, there we go. With economy. Course. I mean, if I had health, I'd get a lot of shield. It's good for getting a curse room again. Okay. We lock all of these. Take track because we need it now, and I think Core of Thunder to reroll. So it'll probably just be capacities and spell prototypes we'd be looking for now. Yeah, the tracking's not the best. We'll look for spells. There we go. This is much more effective. There's Dimension Walker. Dimension Walker's good. We could pivot everything to Dimension Walker, but I specifically want to do this as poison. Take the two other rares. Damage dealt doesn't matter. All our damage is in poison. Take flat damage increase, though. So a different run I plan to do is Dimension Walker. Or just building regular with everything, then just kind of work with whatever the game gives me. This is specifically, I want to see what poison's like on the optimization update, and this is usually what a lot of people do for their first producer kill. It's the easiest one to demonstrate when you have just a bad pool to work with. Feels bad, but I do need the healing. I'm like, I could put traction on. Ooh, they're gonna hurt. Teleport. Locked objects, 2 keys, regen. Take scatter 20 because an Angel Grace fixes the problem very easily. So then keep going for relics. Take bigger spell radius, I guess. Keep the Fierce Dragon because I could re-roll it. Unless, are my only rare... Do we have another rare? No, I'll hold that because I could re-roll it, so let's re-roll this magic into something useful. Look for spells. Randomly jump into pits. Serpents at least pass through terrain very easily. Don't care about damage plus. At a rare, like, rares I'm looking for the same things I usually look for. Capacity up's probably gonna be the big one. Because I just want more room to put capacities, to put more poison, to stack poison faster. Try and roll this charge mode into something. Take HP. Little back on the wall over here. Yeah, so the problem with poison is you can't just instantly kill things. It takes a second to build up. I got 4 keys. Keep looking for relics. Not even sure what I'd want. Speed. Because where this is someone I need to cast constantly with, I am very slow. Take Relic Refresh. I think it's worth me going to reroll. There's exactly one wand I would want out of this tier that's better than getting a legendary wand, and that's the Quadcast wand. should ban Essence of Soul next time, because I forgot that also takes up 2 spaces. Shield's good. Should have waited and used my health. No. Always re-roll the most expensive thing. Looking for relics. Poison like works weird on these enemies. That's why it takes a minute. Because they don't really get poisoned until you break them apart. Give you more money. I can't Angels of Grace if I take that. That's also just a very bad curse to take. Seeing what I might be able to do to get a little more damage. Not much. I have enough shield that this shouldn't be a problem. Not the ones I wanted. Electroweb is just a good upgrade, though. Refreshing spells is big. All chests free where I'm guaranteed chests is also good. Fly's okay. I'll go down to 100 health. There we go. We fly now. Don't need rainbow. Don't need this. Don't need those. Multicast? No, you just have a lot of scatter. What duration? We can... Sure, just get more crit while we're at it. I do need to start stacking more poison. There we go. Oh, I need a fuse to make that change, though. So now, let's roll this again, then. Explosion. Yeah, because Lightning Dash just ticks so fast. But I need a fuse to make that work. So I don't fling myself constantly. I do want more HP. There's an area boost. I don't have to do a lot of the dumb stuff I normally do with area boost, but it is a decent way to free up room for poisons. So, the area boost there. Guess roll this energy saving then. Crystal Plus is not the worst. I've seen is that the Midas potion that turns enemies into gold. Poison is good for collecting gold off these guys. Free stats are free stats. Yeah, because the cast interval doesn't change. The cast interval is what I care about on it. Look for spells. Longer duration's not bad. I didn't realize two could come out of the same hole. I don't really want any of these. Let's re-roll them. I also don't want any of these. I should have took the rare. Time because I have one. Umbilical because I have one. Get a relic. I want to take a look at normally I'd wait until the next area. I'm gonna check shops here because there is a very good wand I can get in these shops specifically for this type of build. And I probably do need to go to a workshop to optimize this build a little bit. I need to make more use of rerolling and stuff early where I do have the bigger pool of items. Sure, just more free gold. Okay, there's a duet. That will let me switch over to lightning. Now. I don't know where the hitbox is. There we go. Okay. So what I can do is I probably need a volley then. Like, I should be rolling my rares, but I'm like, oh, maybe I can get these to upgrade them. I keep telling myself. All three of these are good. Because my problem right now is I am slow. Colorful Cloak does technically let me build poison faster. Endless Chest will probably net me resources. Okay, where am I kind of ahead on my stuff? I should just take Endless Chest. Stop caring about the angel and just abuse statues. See if I turn this rainbow into anything. Relic upgrade. More free dodge. +1 spell will uniform scatter. Not the worst. For spells. Just the knockback's kind of working against me with this. Okay. Or Thunder, because I have one. I think I'm gonna avoid them. I think we're just gonna stick with Serpents. Get the sword to reroll. We're just gonna stick with this. We do a lot of stuff with duet on basically every other character, so let's do some different stuff. There we go. The damage doesn't matter. It just matters how much junk we put on the screen. So Split is very good in this regard. I lost where my mouse was. Now we can try to reroll this core into something good. Casting of a stronger slow is not ideal. I mean, there's Core Flame. Like, the easy thing to do would just be Core Flame. Let's go to the workshop and think about it. Okay, there's capacity. Because right now... can do pretty good, but as if I did this... trying to remember if it's just a visual thing or if these do actually work against each other. It is just visual. Poison will outpace Core Flame eventually. I think just to make things interesting and kind of prove a point, we will re-roll the Core Flame. Which is probably going to be a lot of... Probably just going to look for a spell boost then. Get more capacity. So then out of these... Yes, get this Lightning Dash. Try to roll it into a fire thing. There we go. Regen's good. I'm mostly going out of my way to take things I normally wouldn't. Keep a Shadow Serpent. Did I not have another? No, I did. I re-rolled it already. Probably Mimic. Area boost, I guess. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Keep it in case we get another track. I don't know if it's better overall. Doing it more because it do you improve speed? No, you do improve speed. Okay. Cool. We're only at the mini boss. Okay. Spell boost is what I'm looking for. There's spell boost. So I'm gonna get more rares. So lock all these. Yeah. Because this is the thing I was saying about why just low-level poisons are better. Because it takes 3 poisons to level it, and then you only get 2 stacks per damage, but if you left all 3 on, you would do 3. Capacity is probably the better thing to do. I don't care about the damage, so just doing this, we're now applying 12 stacks per hit. And then I guess go get relics now. like high tier Magic Vine is still good. Like Volley still has a purpose to make my spells cheaper, because then the more spells I can get out, the better. Don't really need any of these. I will just take flat move speed. There we go. Fixed our movement. Do you want to check the shop? God. Sure. Stop making me bigger. God damn it. Traps. Oil. Yellow. Downside, I can't just cleanse this because I took the take 20 damage. Duplicate's nice to have, refresh is good, and just lots of dodge. All the curses. Okay, go to the shop. So there is one specific wand I'm looking for. This I'm just looking for anything I have or anything that might be useful. Oh, there's more area boost. No, I didn't find it. I will say, oh, that's a bunch of rares. No. Take this wand spirit off. There we go, more capacity. Just more track. Like that, this here demonstrates why Core Flame would just be a far more useful thing to do. Because I could have multiple Core Flames, but we're not doing that. We want to do dumb stuff. Okay, let's... should probably get money. Get spells, because I do have some upgraded ones I need to collect. I need auto nav. I would replace like a decent chunk of this filler stuff I have in this wand with magic lines. Feel like a lot of my boss damage is going to end up being Electrified Crown now. Oh, I should have took that poison. Gotta remember, I'm in Reaper mindset. We need gold. Right, I do fly. Mimic Plus is worth keeping. So what I could do, I don't need this track. Shift everything over. There we go. And then let's re-roll this. Well, let's head to the shop. Or shop, I mean the forge. There's the shop, which means I don't want to re-roll too hard. Perfect, because that one goes there now. Have for actively useless thing. Okay, I want to get rid of that because it works against trying to set up filler. And case point again of why, if you're doing poison, it's not worth leveling. 3 poison pluses would be 6 poison per stack instead of 4. But we can see now we're doing 9 poison per stack. I think for now I'm just going to keep my money because I want to check the shop. So let's start re-rolling plus stuff. Look for the 1 wand. Take this track because I have one. Lets me max out track. It's not worth 84 gold just to do that though. Then look at spells. Should be saving my double drops for... I guess I'm waiting for somewhere with like a coin room or a bunch of coin chests to use that. The main concern I have with this build right now is I have a lot of initial damage, but I don't have the staying power, and that is relevant for the producer. Your butterflies, and I guess we'll get this Sword of Judgment for re-rolling. Sure, actually. Oh, no, that's a bad way to do it. Try to find the stuff I'm trying to keep. Check shop again. No side room. Dimension Walker again. Like, objectively, this is the easier spell to build around. It's very easy to make a good Dimension Walker wand. If I had an Indomitable already, I would take both those. You the one? No, you are not the one. Will buy a half-price Magic Vine, though. Also buy a fuse. Trying to show, like, I don't need to do volley chains to make things work. Even, I don't even think fuse is worth it, because, like, the 10% I lose is what fuse is going to cost me. I didn't find it. Okay. What do I have for just junk on here that doesn't matter? You don't matter, you don't matter, you do matter. It's not fully outpacing it, but doing a lot. So I went 12 point, like it. That's actually probably better. Because I could also readjust how I have this ordered to like buff the Magic Vine and the Tranquil Bloom, which would probably put me over enough. Or just... .8. Oh, that's better anyway. It's like a certain threshold where it spills over. Cool. I don't believe my poison goes away while he's shooting. Nope, it does. Yeah, multi-phases are kind of annoying. Just waiting for the damage to ramp. Probably this one we get rid of. Ancient Wand just because it has an epic on it. And I got refresh and discount. I don't need any of these at this point. Both of those are really good. So more spell capacity. Try to get rid of some of these curses. For... Okay, it's Merlin's robe, not the Treant robe. I'm not doing summons, so I don't need Merlin's beard. The other annoying thing of the best summon thing is a Scarlet item. Okay. So let us readjust our stuff. This goes here. Almost. Just constant cast rate. This is more just to make room to room a bit more forgiving. Cool. I don't know if this is producer good, though. To win the run good. Okay, there's another spell boost. So... do that one to there, that one there, this one here, this one here, and then this one here. Goes from 1 to 2, goes 2 to 4. The only way I can get, like, the Mimic also doing 2 is to do it this way. Actually, might actually be worth upgrading these. Because then I would get 8 plus 2 is 10. Actually, how much is this? 2, 6, 8. No, I get 2 more doing it this way. Cool. So what's the most expensive thing to re-roll? These positives, and we'll get relics, I guess. It takes a second for stuff to die because it is just linear damage scaling. Relic reroll upgraded there. Sure, double our keys. Always get a special room. It is good where I just have so much random stuff. I mean, we'll still fish for epics. Arcane barrier and spell upgrade are all I really care about. Getting arcane barrier to live longer, I think, is like the only thing that matters. So I think just money to reroll junk is actually better. Then I should be going to workshops. this one the correct way this time. I say that, but that also assumes that this is giving me gold again. Spells. Just takes so long to clear enemies. Take Venom. Yeah, so more Venom. Take Wand. Because it's a reroll fodder. Now I think it's actually worth upgrading. Chance of Mimics. I will take Color Cloak. It's going to give me fire, which is going to put a lot of work in, but it does give me a way to apply more poison. Wait before I upgrade, and then... I mean, Rainbow Cloak also just makes our stuff look cooler. I think Poison's still doing the bulk of her damage. Magic Vine, so I can upgrade it, maybe. Core, because it's rare. Okay, there's a workshop. Oh, God. Do I have the take damage when I remove? No, I still have that. HP regen, damage, cast, inventory. Item available in shop is like backbreaking. Timid's bad. Gas interval's not that bad. Invincibility's good to have. Now we do a lot of re-rolling. I do have 4. I don't know if it's worth, like, 4 of these to a level 2. I think it is worth doing the poison, though. think all I'm looking for here is poison. Unfortunate. Okay. There we go. There, we have lots of high-level poison now. Try to roll that into something useful. Hey, another shop. Do I have enough just random rares? Yes. I care more about getting this to be a poison. There we go. Your boost plus does not help me. Actually, yes it does. Makes all my wands bigger now. That's what I wanted there. Do this. No. Double click. It's fine. More capacity that I do not need. Like, it does scale very fast. Our regen 66, 68. There we go, 73. With the MP regen, it's usually worth upgrading due to percentiles and stuff. There we go. 73. Oh, I guess I have try to reroll more poison. No, I'd rather get HP at the moment. at HP. I'm very slow. The increased damage to me is the main problem with that. Like, immune to all traps anyway. It's usually the test to see if a build is good or not. I want spells. Cloak is helping with the freeze for kind of these room-to-room fights. See if I get a free level 2 rare. It's not worth spending that much. I'd rather save my money for rerolls. Go. Elven ears, because movement is an issue. I have lots of money to do all the rerolls I need. So I am going the wrong way. This trap will hurt. Greater visibility would help. That's kind of the other problem I'm having. It's just stuff's out of vision. Kind of wish I rerolled first. This, I think, is the only character where Arcane Nova is relevant. I think I'd rather reroll rares at the moment. Prototype's good. I could prototype the wand familiars and then roll the wand familiars into something useful. don't even know what that would be. Probably capacity. Speaking of which... kind of loses its track a little bit, but we'll go with it. I don't even know what I'm looking for here. Could be rolling this. Don't need more cast rate. Yeah, I don't know why the tracking kind of bugs out after a bit. I assume it's something with Arcane Nova and the curses I have. I guess reroll this Echo, see if we can pick up a poison. What do I got here for junk? Do I have 2 level 2? No, I don't. Okay. Basically be just looking for poison or cooldown. Yeah, tracking's kind of broken with the Nova. As funny as it is. That's the more effective thing. Which means... reroll you into another spell upgrade. Which would be... I need a... there's a way I have to order these. That one goes there. Okay, no, I know how to order it. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 24. So 72 poison per hit now. And I guess... could reroll those into mimics. Very much at the point of none of this mattering anymore, because I nearly have infinite mana. Curious. Would this be better? Let's reroll a capacity. If I could get this to a Mimic or a Magic Vine. I think it's like the only like super useful thing I could be getting at this point. We'll get HP for safety. If you want evidence of dots made poison a lot better, you would not be able to do this before the upgrade. Because they would lag out almost instantly. Keep grabbing HP. Traction just because it's a nice to have. Or I guess I lose my stuff I'm re-rolling. Havoproof, we don't need traction. Fireworks might be relevant. I might be able to really push the output. It seems like I get too many out, it like breaks my tracking. It's also just not a good payload for it. Would be an option. So we'll just keep re-rolling to try and get another Mimic. See if maybe the Hermit Crab gets phases. Very short work of them. At least this one, just because I don't have anything on it. The only reason to take Stellar Drift and use it as a primary wand is because it has such a absurd cast rate. But everything about like the damage and the increased cost does not matter. It'd be good if I wanted to do damage, but I don't care about doing damage. I just want to spam spells. It does give me a strong traction I can keep. Take Hourglass for safety, and then the replica gloves are just generically good. Once again, it's cast more stuff. Okay. multi-shot is worth it. Then that's why I'm not interacting. Didn't want to do that. I didn't realize I was that close to getting Magic Vine leveled. Still outpacing it, but not enough that it probably matters. This is more the thing now of I'm working against my ability to spam stuff. Where I think just the rate I'm casting is better than putting more poison on now. It's kind of the reason, like, this whole thing works. Okay, I think we're good. I think we just finish this run up now. Yes. Bosses will get their mechanics. Probably the worst one. Like, looking for epics will be all I care about. We do need to turn our transparency down a bit. Yeah, like, poison's still doing the majority of work. Talisman is a nice to have. Not even paying attention when I'm re-rolling at this point. I actually skipped the second phase on this one. Take the prototype because maybe I can upgrade with it. Take the move speed. This is worth doing because I can just reorder how I have my stuff. What I can do is... that goes there, this one goes here, and then that goes there now. This goes here now. There we go, just so we get our max multi-shot. And I don't care about the rest of this. The fact we have the invul and a high percent dodge is probably what let us beat Lee. Yeah, this is the reason I wanted Stellar Drift. Actually, my crit's so low, I don't think this is going to matter. I can't see anything. Ow. You're actually getting mechanics. Well, that doesn't matter now. We used it. It wasn't that great. Now we'll just re-roll it. We'll take bonus damage for all these curses we have. Objectively, Crown is the best for what we want to do. What are we even rolling at this point? Roll this just so I can max out Shadow Serpent, I guess. There we go. Objectively, this is bad because it costs more mana. But they last a really long time. Yeah, like we got to 2 million damage per tick before they ended. And I don't have enough to get it high enough for Magic Mine. Cool. We fight regular boss. There we go, done poison stuff. Let's see it, right, collect our rewards. And we'll see if it's good enough for Lee. Yeah, like our poison's already in the millions of damage. But your survivability is a lot more relevant if you're doing the poison build because it does take so long to ramp up that things like Clover and the ear are a lot more relevant. What is it? Windlisting ear. But like, even with the boss percentile stuff, poison does an absurd amount of damage. But anyway, that's kind of how to break everything with poison. Probably the easiest one to do. It takes the least setup and banning and hunting for stuff because you start with the best thing already. Yes, we have defeated the kobold again. Anyway, that is winning with poison. Thank you for watching.